Hey everybody, I'm back with part 2 of plumbing with PEX. I need to apologize for the way the other one just shut off at the end quickly. I was trying to do a split on it and take some parts out of it, and this being my first time doing it, I made a mistake and clicked the wrong thing, and it cut off the end of it. So I'm gonna kind of pick up where that one left off and cover what was cut off, and then we'll go on from there. Like I said, these are the tools I use on this job right here. The regular cutter here is the first one I use. It's just a simple cutter for PEX. You just slide it in there and close the handle on it. And you might have to push down and move it a little bit. One I like best now, like I said, is this one right here for PEX. And then, for 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch residential usually, that works really well. Every once in a while you might run into a 3/8 line, but it's rare. But that works really well. And if I have anything bigger than 3/4 inch, I have saws and stuff to handle stuff like that for PEX, and I have ratchet cutters to handle the PVC, CPVC, and those PEX turnouts that I was showing in the first one. This right here is for 3/8 inch. Or 1/2 inch, and but they've got them for all the sizes you need. Like I said, you just put them on there, snap your pipe into it. If you want to see a real good demonstration of it, Al had a video about that. It keeps it from kinking up and breaking with your PEX piping. It holds it pretty steady and helps you make them turns. And right here's some. A lot of times I'll use the red and blue PEX pipe, but sometimes I'll be in a situation where either they didn't have it or I didn't have it on me, at which time I keep this on my van too, and if that happens, then I'll put the red tape around the hot line and the blue tape around the cold, so you can find which one it is. This right here, this is my this is an Apollo crimp ring cutter. If you make a mistake on one and you have to cut it out, this will take care of that. And give me just a second, and I'll set this up and show you how this one right here works. Okay, on this, the first thing you would do is you would take your cutter and get it as close to the end of the fitting and the copper crimp ring as you could, and cut that off. That'd be step one. And then you take your cutter, you take the small part of it right here, slide it all the way up in there, pull the top down. You can do this one hand. And that snap noise is where it cut through the crimp ring. Then you take it, you turn it 180 degrees to the opposite side of what you just cut. Put it back up in there the same way. Get a hold of it and mash down. And as you mash down, it won't cut. What it does, it butterflies it out. Then you open it up, you pull it out, you remove. See, crimp ring is butterflied. And you can toss that, and then you can check. Sometimes the pipe will come right off, but most often you have to put it back up in there, and you squeeze, and you turn it, squeeze, turn it, squeeze. Just like you're just cutting a crimp ring, but you're not actually cutting nothing. What it does is it opens up the pipe and loosens it up, and you just keep spinning it, doing it in a few places. Sometimes you just do it a couple times, sometimes you have to do it more than that. You just keep doing it until it comes off. And then you got your fitting, and you don't have any problems. These right here are great. They're swivel connectors to hook up to faucets like it showers, and then your PEX water line come up and connect right there. Okay, I'll be back with some more in a minute. Thanks. Okay, this right here is my copper crimp ring crimpers. These are made by Mil-3, MIL-3. They're considered to be the most popular and most widely used copper crimp ring crimpers on the market by professional plumbers and heating guys. They unlike a lot of the ones that people buy that, you know, one tool will do all of them. These are one tool for each size, and these right here, the blue handle ones are for 1/2 inch. The red handle ones are for 3/4 inch. The 1/2 inch, they're about 10.5 inches in length, and the 3/4 inch are about 11.5 inches in length. They're really great. They hold up well. They're small enough to fit into tight places, and they're about $100 each, but they're well worth it. And they have a little spot on them, place on them, right up here in the corner, where as they lose their calibration, you can recalibrate them. And I've been using these for quite a few years now. I haven't had any problems out of them. The only thing you might run into now, and you can get them for 3/8 inch, you can get them for a 1/2 inch, 1 inch. 3/8 and 1/2 inch would be no problem at all. 3/4 inch, depending on the fitting and I guess your grip, your muscles, and your arm, your hands, whatever. You might run into some problems. I've never tried 1 inch. On 3/4 inch, some of them I can do it, and some of them I can't. I've had some injuries and health issues that kind of limit me on grip and stuff like that now at this stage in the game. So, but I've got some helpers that, you know, I can depend on. I can run get, and they can take care of that for me if I run into any problem like that. Like I said, some people might have a problem with it, some won't, and but they work really well. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back with some more. Okay, I want to show this real quick. Them Pro crimp rings, like I said, those are 1/2 inch. I got them 3/4 inch, whatever you need. Like I said, the ones I use come from Lowe's, Polopex Pro crimp rings, 1/2 inch. You get a 10-pack of them, and they work really well. Saves you a lot of time and a lot of stuff you have to deal with if you don't use them. And I think Al may have mentioned this in one of his videos. These are the toilet flanges that I use. They work really well when you get them in there. They spin. The outer ring spins. So once you get it glued and set, you can get it glued down and set and not have to worry about it. And then once you get it set, you can spin the outer ring to line up with your toilet and get it just right before you screw it down. Works really well. And I wanted to hit on this too for anybody that happens to be doing this and, you know, hadn't done it before, whatever, replacing flooring. If you see these places right here in between the floor joists, follow them up, then across and back down anytime you're cutting out floor like that, and putting down new flooring. Anywhere that the old floor and the new floor meets, where there's a seam, you need to put down a brace in there, because that will become a weak spot. And on this one, I had to, a lot of it was rotted out, and then some of it I had to cut out to be able to get to the water pipes that were leaking. And once I got all the leaks stopped, then I can start putting everything back together. And on like right here where I measured and marked the spot to cut my hole, large hole where the toilet's going to sit. Usually once I do that, I'll put a small hole. I got it started right there. I'll put a small hole right along the edge and right down in there, and then I can get a look and see, go ahead and see if I need to cut that out anymore. And I try to make it, keep it a pretty good circle, not just have it all jagged, and try to get it about the right size that I need. Alright y'all, I hope this has been some help to some, and hope y'all have enjoyed it. Just everything came together on this job right here for me to video it and try to get my first videos out there. And as I'm getting it down and learning more about it, I'm sure there'll be more to come. I've got August to be 33 years of HVAC experience. I've got 30+ years doing plumbing repairs, and about 33 years of doing electrical repairs. I've been through a lot of schooling, and some of it full-time, some of it part-time, but I've done it off and on during that whole time, and I've worked for myself. Right now, I actually, my wife owns the company that I work with, and I've done everything from residential, commercial, light commercial, industrial. Most of it has been service and repair. I hadn't done a lot of installing, hadn't done a lot of change outs, but that's the one thing I would advise anybody getting in the HVAC trade, is to learn the installing, learn the duct work. That's the one thing that I regret, but I had other interest and didn't put everything I had into this. I spent 8 years in law enforcement as a deputy jailer, deputy sheriff, and a police officer before being retired on disability due to an injury on the job. And during that time, I was most of it, or all of it, was most part of it was third shift work. So I'd do that job third shift, then come home and change clothes and run service calls for about half the day. So whether I was doing it full time or part time, you know, it was always in there somewhere. I spent about the last 7 years online doing online troubleshooting, consulting, and parts sales, and it would cover anything HVAC, but the majority of it was originally aimed at what I had begun to specialize in, was manufactured housing HVAC. And that all came to an end a little over a year ago. So I'm getting back out in the field some, and gonna see what I can do. Like I said, I've had some injuries and got some health issues, but we'll see how it goes. See y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Appreciate any replies, any suggestions, you know, comments or whatever. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye.